This is the Post Shift Podcast, a raw look at the hospitality industry.
What's happening, Post Shifters? I actually taped this episode yesterday, but I wasn't happy with it after I started editing it. Oh man, I am sweating a lot today. It is a Monday here in Singapore. Long weekend back home. It says it feels like 39, but I would say it's about 39, 40 degrees right now. That's what it feels like. It's very, very humid here and like 75% humidity. But this is, I've been walking a lot lately. I've been trying to get fitter, obviously. I'm getting older, so fitness has become a bit of a priority in the last like 2 weeks. Well, actually longer than that, but like I've really doubled down the last 2 weeks. I have a Fitbit, so I try to make sure I hit 20,000 steps a day. I've been contemplating this chat and walking through it and trying to figure out how to do this episode and articulate it properly. And with my hour-long walks that get me sorted out, I'm going to do another walk tonight after I finish this episode. I really wanted to articulate what I wanted to get down on this episode. And I think what I want to get down is fuck negativity. This last couple of weeks I've had to deal with a lot of negativity just from outside in. I'm very happy with my life right now. I'm fitter than I've probably been in probably a decade. Even though I am away from my family, I'm still very, very happy here. And my family's been very supportive. But I've had to deal with this negativity. And I was trying to think about how do I articulate how to deal with negativity when everybody deals with it very differently. I think the easiest way to deal with negativity is not to care about it and to be a nice person and be as positive as you possibly can be. I'm fortunate enough that I have someone, I have a Jill. You may have a Jack, but I have a Jill. And that Jill is someone who I bounce my ideas off, lean upon. She is my support network, and I've talked about this a couple of episodes ago. She's basically my rock. And when all this stuff sort of happened, she really talked me through it. And because we have opposing schedules, I'd go to bed feeling like crap. I'd wake up feeling better, and then I'd call her, and she would be like, you know, I've been thinking about this all day long, and this is what I think about it. And this is how we bounce back like 2 days long. This negativity really took the wind out my sails, and people call me resilient, and I bounce back, and I'm positive, and da-da-da. But just this little bit of negativity really just took the wind out my sails, and I was starting to think about like, who really goes out their way to be negative for the sake of being negative? Why can't we just all be positive? And that's a pipe dream. Well, that's a lot of shit. I shouldn't have said that. Why can't we all just get along? But how do you deal with it? And I think the way I sort of dealt with it this week is that I give more than I take. I was kind of thinking about how I dealt with this negativity. And like I said, I give more than I take. I try and organize events. I try and back bartenders. I mentor as much as I can. I give as much as I can take. And while I've been away, I've still been hosting events in Victoria from Singapore. And so I think that's how I deal with it, is that for the industry, if certain industry people believe the negativity that is around right now, then they don't really know me, and they don't deserve to know me. And I think that's the way you have to deal with negativity and negative people, is that there is multiple different ways. And I think a little bit's to come from my parents. My mum was ridiculously positive. My dad was like, he was realistic, so he was never positive or negative. He was just realistic, but that realism gave him fortitude and drive to make those realisms fake, if that makes sense. So like when someone says that can't be done, which I still love being told, that drove me to prove that it can be done. And my dad was a lot like that. So I came up with this, and if you've ever heard me talk about, my dad used to say, regardless of what you do, always be the best of it. My mum always said, regardless of how good you get, you will always have someone better than you. So this drives me to be better. And I think that's what I wake up now, is not thinking about all the negativity and anything I hear or friends tell me or anything like that, is that my drive is to be more positive for the industry, speak out about mental illness, do events for young bartenders, mentor people here in Singapore, mentor people in Kenya, for crying out loud, and just give and give and give, and only ask a small amount in return. So if you have been hit with negativity lately, really take stock of your life, because taking stock of what you do and how you feel about things is something that really reinforces your own personal positivity. I've had a fucking great year. I did San Antonio Cocktail Conference in January. I went back to school and fucking got a 9.0 GPA. I was a lead speaker at fucking Lisbon Bar Show. I've been here in fucking Singapore for 4 months, opening 3 different venues. And I'm going to listen to negativity that comes from lesser sources. And that's where you got to look at it. Is like, if someone is going to talk negatively about you, they are a lesser source than you are. And so that's how I dealt with it this week. So I suppose this episode is called Fuck Negativity, but I'm probably going to title it How to Deal with Negativity, because fuck never really gets really great endeavors on the old the iPodcast and whatnot. So we're going to call it How to Deal with Negativity, but really fuck negativity. No, I should take that out. I'm going to edit that out. Nah, fuck it. I'm going to not. Guys, thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. While I've been here in Singapore, I am sweating bullets. If you haven't seen that, my hair has sort of changed shape since I started talking. I appreciate all your support. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Please subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do. Share it. I just want to get this word out. This week I have on Friday Micah Melton from Avery and Alinea, which is massive because I'm a fanboy hard in that episode. It's one of my TOCC podcast sessions from the Toronto Cocktail Conference. And then next Monday I'm actually interviewing Steve Schneider, who is a good friend, and another person that I'm going to probably fanboy at from EO. So guys, have a good week. I appreciate your support.
Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode. I really enjoy sitting down with friends and people who I haven't met before, or mentors, or people I idolize, and fanboy out a little bit. I really hope you enjoy the episodes and everything you get from them, because I'm just going to keep loving doing them, and they're just going to keep happening. But I recently started working with Beyond Footwear out of Toronto. Beyond Footwear is, if you've looked at my Instagram or my social media, my fantastic shoes that I wear around. My pink flamingos get a lot of attention, but I've started working with them as their brand ambassador. So if you go to beyondfootwear.com, so BIION footwear.com, and order a pair of shoes and type in my name, and hopefully if you're listening to this podcast you know how to spell my name, you'll get 20% off a pair of shoes. I really enjoy them. They're comfy as hell. I travel in them, I work in them, I do absolutely everything in them, and I really enjoy working with these guys. It's an amazing company out of Toronto, and I'm thankful that I had been given the opportunity to be a brand ambassador. So I want to thank everybody for the support for the podcast. I want to thank everybody for following along on social media, and if you want a cool gangster pair of shoes, you've got to have a pair of Beyonds. See you guys. Bye.